You'd have to watch, there's just potential problems. If it's a bit wet, you're not going to create that soil issue.
Yeah.
A longer term, I'm sure you won't, but short term, early days you could. Depends on how the soil goes with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean,
So if that starts to happen, you'd probably need to move them on a bit faster, like just manage them that way, or have an area, if you get a lot of wet weather, where you can take them right off.
Yeah, we've got, that sort of has to be a plan of attack, I suppose, to see. That is a concern. That's a big concern, but we'd have to, we'd have to write up a little bit of a plan of
sort of get out of jail plan. If things go wrong.
Because there is a bit of talk about it being wet next winter too, which introduce this, isn't it?
Have you got any high areas on this place that you like, high sandy type areas that you could?
Yeah, we've definitely got some that are a lot better drained than others for sure.
Which you could sort of set up as a, an area, and even plant some cover crop like feed in there if you need to get them onto there, onto that, off the crops.
Yeah. No, I think that's definitely, that'd be a good part of the plan actually, to have if you had a heavy crop of something there, they could go on to.
That's right. Yeah. And especially if it's a different soil type, that's not going to do as much damage on it.
And we've got some fine sandy loam, which would be fine, it drains really well. And we've got, where our heavier stuff is probably like a clay loam.
And you could set it up, for that if you needed it, but it could be also part of your cattle rotation or whatever, especially if you plant a mix of whatever in there.
Yeah. So I was sort of thinking about the stock. The idea was to see if we can get this cover crop going, and or whatever you want to call it, the pasture crop, during this summer and grows it next winter. So we'll bring the cattle in after that corn comes off. But I'm starting to wonder whether we should start messing around with just a small number of cattle to kind of get a feel for it.
I think so. Yeah.
And because we've got lots of areas, and we'll have a look at them when we go for a drive, that could be potentially grazed, quite substantial areas. I would have said not bad grazing, really.
Yeah.
And we've got a bush block that could be grazed, and so I just wonder whether we.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. Just to have a bit of a practice run, just see how.
20, 50.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.